When it comes to cooking with spices, timing is really important. For the most part, you can't just like sprinkle a spice on your food and then eat it immediately. It wouldn't taste good. And you know, a lot of these like fine powdery things, like if you inhale while eating, they get stuck in the back of your throat, and it's a lot of drama. So the general rule for spices is you want to sprinkle them into your food when it still has a lot more time to cook. And you want to sprinkle them in usually, and it depends on the recipe, but usually earlier in, so that the flavors have time to really meld and mix together. And then you taste them along the way to make sure that like your spice, combinations are spot on. Now, the one exception to that is red pepper flake, which you can actually just sprinkle on like at any point, which is awesome. But like if you're using something like smoked paprika because you want to make it taste like bacon, or if you're using chili powder, like I don't know if you've ever stuck your finger in any of these spices and actually tasted them. They're not that great. Like their flavor really develops when they've had a chance to cook and meld with like whatever liquids are in your food, or like if you've rubbed them down, if you've rubbed down a steak or a roast with like a spice rub, what's happening is like as that meat cooks, it's like spitting out fat and liquid, and it's causing all the fat in the food to like mix with the spices, and it's causing those flavors to develop. Now, one question I get a lot is, how do I use spices? Because when I use them, it tastes disgusting. And that's because what a lot of people do is they pick up a thing and go, oh, dump, dump. Dump, dump, dump. Oh, that's yellow. Dump, dump. And they don't put in any thought into like what goes together. And just like any other food, spices, you need to pay attention with how you're mixing them. Some spices go with some other spices, and some really don't go together. You're gonna find below this, there's a chart that will tell you exactly how you can like blend spices and mix and match with like different foods, like how to know what spice to use with what food. But I'm gonna share something with you that's really special. This book is the Flavor Bible, and I'll include a link for it. It's written by Karen Page and Andrew Dornenberg. So this book is basically a massive flavor encyclopedia. And the reason it's so useful, so say you want to smoke with paprika, right? So you would go to page 247, and there's a smoked paprika section. And what this book will do is it will tell you all the things that go well with smoked paprika. It's pretty incredible. So you've got cheese, chicken, chickpeas, chorizo, and then all of these other things. But what's also on this list are other spices and herbs. So like it goes really good with sage. It goes really good with olive oil. It goes really good with marjoram. And so if you have a book like this, I mean, it's not necessary. You can just go by trial and error, find what you like, and I totally support that. But if you want to kind of like cut in line and like get a little extra credit, this book is incredible. It has so much stuff in here. It's got like different foods, like say you want to make clams, say you want to make potatoes, and you want to do something more interesting. There's whole lists in here of what foods go together. And this book can really up your creativity when it comes to cooking. Like overall, like spices are pretty easy to work with. They require a little bit of savvy, but that savvy comes with experience. And if you like really make it a point to learn how to cook with spices and you use them consistently a couple times a week, you could probably develop a solid spice savvy in less than a month.